The Dallas Cowboys failed to take care of business as they fell to their second straight defeat. Yes, it finally happened, at the hands of the Miami Dolphins 22-20 at Hard Rock Stadium. In a game that was again littered with self-inflicted wounds by the Cowboys, it was something they couldn't overcome as they lost to a quality team on the road, again. Dallas had its chances in the game, but costly penalties at the most inopportune time again halted their progress as the Dolphins did enough to clinch a playoff spot. Prior to the game, we listed 5 keys for Mike McCarthy's team to adhere to if they were to roll into Hard Rock and emerge victorious. So, what are our grades? 1. Get the Texas Coast offense rolling early, fail. Dallas took the ball and Dak Prescott led a 17-play, 78-yard drive before a fumble at the goal line via a Dak handoff exchange with Hunter Luepke halted a really promising start. Prescott later hit CeeDee Lamb for a 49-yard TD on the second drive, but then things went south. Dallas would then punt on its next 3 possessions as the Dolphins scored 10 points. And Lamb went a long time without touching the ball over the course of the middle of the game. So while the offense got rolling early, it went through big periods of again, getting nothing going. On Dallas' final 3 possessions, it scored 13 points, which included a 19-play, 66-yard touchdown drive to take the lead. But that start. The Cowboys started with a goal line fumble. That's a fail. 2. Win on the ground, fail. On the game's first drive, the Cowboys rushed for 30 rushing yards, but after that, the run game was poor as Tony Pollard only had 20 yards in the first half and would end the game with just 38. Prescott, 25 yards on 5 carries, did his best when plays broke down, but again, the Cowboys' run game failed to get going. While Dallas had more rushing yards than Miami, it was the timing of the Dolphins' runs that proved the difference. 3. Slow Miami's rushing attack, fail. While Raheem Mostert had 9 carries and 31 yards in the first half, it was the timing of his runs that hurt Dallas. Miami only had 91 yards on the ground, but it was when they picked up the yards that hurt the Cowboys. Miami's final drive, a 13-play, 49-yard drive, saw a chain go for 21 yards on the first play before an 8- and 6-yard runs from Jeff Wilson ended the game. So technically, Dallas stopped the much-vaunted rushing attack, but the Dolphins still got their yards when they needed them most. 4. Limit explosive plays. Pass aside from Jalen Waddle's 50-yard bomb on Miami's first drive, the Cowboys kept things in front of them rather well. Miami would only have 3 plays of 20-plus yards in the game but did have gains of 18, 19, 15, and 17. So coordinator Dan Quinn's defense largely did its job. Giving up 22 points on the road is a success of sorts, and so is giving up just 1 TD. Dallas wasn't beaten for the big gains that we have become accustomed to this season from Miami. Though obviously a game-losing drive allowed in the clutch is a downer. 5. Win on third down, fail the Cowboys, coming into the game converting close to 50% in this category, the NFL's best number, were 2 of 5 in the first half on third down and would end the game going 4 of 12 as it was again a tough outing. On what would be Dallas' final drive, Prescott picked up 2 third downs, with one being Brandon Cook's touchdown grab. But Dallas would go through a stretch where it failed on 5 straight third downs during the middle of the game. The usual consistency on third down has deserted Dallas in the last 2 weeks. 5. Reel in the penalties, fail. Again, costly penalties haunted Dallas on the road. Micah Parsons' controversial roughing penalty was rough. The illegal shift in the third quarter that negated Dak's first down run was rough. The face mask to help Miami drive the ball to the win was rough. Dallas only had 6 penalties for 38 yards, but again, it was the timing of them that was backbreaking. Overall, several missteps led to an unflattering report card as the Cowboys again failed another road test, which is now becoming a dangerous theme.